In 605 BC, Nebuchadnezzar conquered Jerusalem, taking captives into exile. Among the exiles was an intellectual by the name of Daniel. Nebuchadnezzar sent Daniel to his best university, where in 3 years he completed a graduate degree in Babylonian literature. Daniel's wisdom and understanding exceeded the greatest minds in Babylon. Daniel remained true to God, despite pressures to follow other gods. Like Daniel, Christian graduate students and faculty find themselves in an environment that is sometimes hostile to their faith.
Grad school is really both the destination and the journey.
There's always the pressure to be one up on your neighbor.
There's lots of opportunity for discovery. There's lots of room for creativity.
It's harder to have a balanced life, I think, as a graduate student.
It's very isolating.
The real tiger-predator mentality in graduate school in a lot of ways.
There's far too many examples of professors who have taken it as their calling in life to convert evangelical Christian students into skeptical humanists.
Christianity has a bad reputation.
By and large, the faculty is of a generation that is really rather hostile to Christianity.
You're dealing with people who make a difference in the world.
Graduate school education is really the doorway to the culture.
InterVarsity's graduate and faculty ministries is establishing groups of students and faculty to strengthen them in their faith and encourage them to be a redeeming influence among the people, ideas, and structures of academia.
It's impossible to do your academic endeavors apart from working within an established worldview that you are a Christian and you're called to establish God's kingdom on earth.
But to be countercultural is something more radical. It's to question the values of the academy and to live a life that would cause people to think. Not just automatically reject what you're thinking, but perhaps reflect upon their own lives in a way that they wouldn't have otherwise.
What's so important is this combination of the emphasis on Christian commitment and on Christian learning. The two are not opposed to each other. They go hand in glove. And I think that's an immense service that InterVarsity is providing for students worldwide.
The genius of the movement of Christ through InterVarsity people is that capacity to be both serious, biblically serious, spiritually serious, and yet to be open, to be willing to discuss anything.
My professors and my peers were very interested in questions of ultimate meaning.
So in some ways I feel like academia has been very open to these conversations, because as an intellectual that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be open to a variety of views and perspectives.
When I was in graduate school, even though I looked for other Christians, I actually never met another one, and I realized how much I would have been helped to have known other graduate students, or even one Christian faculty man or woman who would have taken an interest in me.
InterVarsity is providing a place to help Christians survive the academic environment. But at their best, what we really want to do is help them to thrive so that they might be a light.
I found myself in this wonderful community of students, faculty, administrators, and really a place that was helping me to think through what it means to be a person in business and be a person of Christian faith.
And it's really helpful to have the staff worker who can bring it back down to how are you doing? Are you finding friends? Do you have a balanced life?
Through InterVarsity, I've had at least one person in my life who's been asking me that question for 30 years.
Daniel is proof that you can both sit in a classroom and kneel in prayer. By his intellect, he reads the writing. By the anointing of God, he interprets it. He is living proof that scholarship and worship are not two ships passing in the night.